It's Wednesday, the 17th of June. Had to pause there for a second to check. It's 17th of June, 2020. And that can mean one thing and one thing only, that it's time for today's The Quiz with me. 'Tis your host, Edward C. Lewis, and as always, I'm joined by Walter Neil Lewis, WNL himself. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing great. You'll probably be able to divine this from the sounds you've heard and the actions you've had to take this morning, but I've felled a tree.
We certainly can't see the movement that you're making, which is very peculiar. But now
can't see the movement.
But now we should be able to. Yes. How say that again? It doesn't matter. We could hear you. But
I could become a master ventriloquist.
Just in case you were doing any sort of strange accents.
There was nothing strange going on there. No. I'm just saying, felled a tree this morning. Cut down trees, skipping lunch. No, skipping, yeah. Go to the tree on...
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay.
Scones for tea.
Yeah. Buttered scones for tea. He's a lumberjack and he's okay. I get it. It's a Monty Python reference.
A Monty Python, yeah.
Yeah, no, you were cutting down trees.
Well, yeah, and shall I say I had expert help from someone who very Samson-like withheld the tree until it was ready to go.
And that's why we couldn't cut my hair yet, because somebody's noticed that I still haven't yet to have a haircut. Yes, it is going wild right now. You should see it at the end of the day. After my daily exercise, you will see that it seems to sort of expand, almost kind of, all the moisture throughout the day goes into it, and it just sort of grows and grows and grows. And if we were to have cut it any sooner, I would have lost my strength and I wouldn't have been able to hold up the tree as you were chopping it down. Come on, and Alexa says loving the hair actually. I mean, it looks kind of fun on a live stream. The kind of person to be wacky and, hey, I'm on a live stream, look at my bouncy hair. But then if you're walking down the street and you're thinking people are judging, it just starts to everyone. It's 8 minutes past 12, of course, and that means that it's time for the full-on,
celebrate 12 o'clock.
All 12 of them. But we celebrate at 8 minutes past in the northwest of England. We like to wait, and I don't know why.
I will eventually be able to adjust that clock so it rings on time.
Yeah.
But for the time being, it's about 8 minutes slow. Yes.
Yeah. Edelweiss says Ed is looking like he belongs in an 80s rock band. Yeah, Osric says, is this in relation to Fox News reporting a post without realizing it was a Monty Python quote? No, that's amazing. Absolutely accidental. Commander Nexus says, hipster hair. Well, you made me want to keep it even more. I've always wanted to actually legitimately be a hipster. 4 minutes slower than yesterday. Yep. It goes out about 4 minutes every day, it looks like.
We have to be very careful, Edward. You realize with our questions, with our ruminations on hair, because today's round is entitled hair.
Wow! So we can't say too much about it. It's like you say, Jesse from Preacher, or kind of also a little bit Kramer as well, isn't it? It's a little bit sort of just get a bit jittery about it. It's time server lag. Says Commander Nexus, because of course John Bello there's nobody called time lag. Commander Nexus, John Bello was at 42, Alien, Griefed, Durgel, Edelweiss, DC Signal, Osric 42, Baldu Wookie. All of the best ones are here. Welcome to another day of quizzing. We're still here. Are you still there? Are you still in your house? Let us know what you've been up to. Let us know all those things. Give us your best dad jokes, because I mean, if we want them, we're going to get them whether we like them or not.
No choice.
So hair today, gone tomorrow. So otherwise, we're still hair. That's a hairy topic. Follicles, says Alien.
Follicles. There's so many questions I could have asked today, but I've limited myself to 10.
Hijack
10 that I hope are going to test you.
Okay, and I think they will. Yesterday you thought you were going to test us, but we both got 8.
I know.
How are we going to do
it was quite good. We've had a 9-7, a pair of 8s. I'm going too easy on you. Ooh. Maybe today. I don't know. Today, we'll find out.
It's very exciting. Have you seen that Commander Nexus is a dog trainer? They've been very out every day since the lockdown began. That's cool. What kind of dogs do you train, Commander Nexus? Very interesting. And Osric 42 says up to nothing.
Could he train your hair? Yes.
No one can tame this. I'm a dog trainer. Sorry, I've been up to nothing, but guess what I'm having for lunch? That's Osric 42. The leftover Indian takeaway from last night. I didn't reheat it. 1, I didn't reheat it, and 2, my fridge works. Okay, so, yeah.
two very important factors.
Yeah, no, it is true. By the way, I worked out why my volume is lower and I have to get stupidly close to the mic. It's because Skype is sort of stealing volume. I don't really know how it does it, and I've tried checking through the settings, and I'm working it out. We might have to switch to another discussion platform just to make it a bit more consistent, but we'll see. You're down to 1 remaining client, Nexus. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a cat trainer, and I was fired, says DC Signal. I'm sure that's not true. All types from Great Danes to Chihuahuas. That's amazing. And Millstone Barn says, yum, which is informative.
Hot dogs.
Simple, short, to the point. Yum. That's all you need to know.
Corn dogs, hot dogs. Lots of dogs are delicious, yeah.
Stop it. Stop it. Too much. From dangerously reactive to tiny puppies. Oh, that's very cool. Nice. Dirgels has a Skype automatic mic input adjustment setting. I think it does, and I thought I've tried looking through and I can't seem to find the answer, but it doesn't matter. We'll work it out. You hope hot dogs aren't hairy. And talking of hair, let's do a quiz about hair. What are the rules? Why are we here? Who are these people? Who am I? Where am I? What time is it? What year is it? Who is the president? Let's go.
Well, I can answer a few of those. The quiz today is on hair. Okay, 10 questions, loosely arranged around hair. We've got 10 questions. Okay, you're not allowed to cheat. You can only, of course, use your own minds to come up with the answers and get them onto the chat stream. Edward won't watch. He'll close down the chat stream, so he won't be able to see your answers. I will. I'll take your first 3 answers. If we have consensus, that's your answer. If there is no consensus, it will be the first of the 3. Then I'll ask Edward for his response, and we'll just watch and climb those stairs very carefully. Hopefully a hair-raising experience today. You're right. There's too many jokes like that. Edward.
Hi.
What is a pirate's favorite haircut?
No, stop it. I'm not answering. I refuse to answer.
A pirate's favorite hairstyle?
I don't know.
It's a
I don't care.
crew cut. A crew cut.
It's not good. It's not a good joke. You've been banned from making jokes now. That's
Okay.
it. That was your last one. You had one joke you were allowed to do, and that was that. And
You call that a joke? Okay, yeah, right.
No, I'm joking. You can carry on doing jokes. I wanted to point out something that Revian sent over to you. I thought you might enjoy this. This is how highbrow we are here at the quiz headquarters. Here's a little fun cartoon about James Joyce, and I don't understand it. Maybe you will, but it was specifically sent to you. And if you were on Twitter, and you would be a nightmare on Twitter, and you should never go on Twitter.
I will never. James, this book is a masterpiece. The Ulysses Murders is going to sell 1 million copies. It's just called Ulysses. Yes, but we wanted to highlight all the murders. Murders. That's the other thing I wanted to talk about. We all love literary modernism, but you know what really sells? Thrillers. It's not a thriller. Not yet. But hear me out. 16th June, 1904, on the mean streets of Dublin, Detective Leopold Bloom plays a deadly game of cat and mouse with a serial killer who murdered his wife.
Okay.
I like the look on James Joyce's face there.
Yes.
It doesn't change.
So
it's just called Ulysses. It's not a thriller.
Yeah. Exactly. So it's just a fun little cartoon that was sent.
I like that. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Well, there you go. I wanted to share it with you because Revian wanted to share it. So there you go. Thank you, Revian, for sending that in. Right. Anyway, everyone laughed when I said I was going to be a comedian, but they're not laughing now, says Alien. Okay. Goodbye, everyone.
Okay.
Goodbye, everyone.
You've closed them down. Here we go. It's all about hair.
Do now. Goodbye, everyone.
Question number one. I'd like to know which hairstyling product comes from the French word for foam. Which hairstyling product comes from the French word for foam? That's question number one. They're all saying goodbye to you, Edward, and good luck as well.
Au revoir. Talking of French.
And I have their answer.
Moose?
Moose. How are you spelling that?
It's not moose, is it? Great.
No, you're absolutely correct. But if it's double O, it has antlers,
it's not that
things
kind
like that.
of. I thought you would. I was like, oh no.
No, moose is absolutely correct.
M-O-U.
Mooses. We had some shampoos in the chat stream, but yeah, overall they got it correct as well. It is 1 point apiece after one question. Question number two. Listen carefully. A bit of a multiple guess. I'll give you the right answer and a couple of wrong ones as well. You choose. Question number two. If someone's hair is described as flaxen, is it pale yellow, fiery red, or black? Flaxen. Is that descriptive of pale yellow, fiery red, or black hair?
It's a good question. I like it. And by the way, yes, I am less tired today. Although, can I just say, no one asked nobody. Yes, I am. Thanks for asking. Thanks for asking, everybody. How am I today? No one ever asks me how I am. No, everyone asks. I'm joking. I'm fine. I'm great today. I'm less tired. Despite the fact that we're watching The Expanse at the moment. Me and my dad are watching The Expanse in the evenings. It's been fantastic, fun. It took us about 5 episodes to get into it, but I think we're there now. And I think last night we watched 2 episodes in a row. And it's you. You're the bad example. I'm the one like, oh, I should get to bed. I've got work tomorrow. And you're like, oh, I can watch another one. And I'm like, yeah, we can watch another one. It is midnight. Well, let's carry on. Carry on. What was the question? Sorry. Oh, black. I think it's black. Black.
We have someone's hair is described as flaxen. Is it pale yellow, fiery red, or jet black?
Let's try black. You're
going to try black? You have to go the opposite. It's pale yellow, like flax. Like flax in a field. You've got that that wonderful Yeah,
well, I know flaxseed, and I've cooked with flaxseed and stuff before, but and it's pale coloured. For some reason, I was going for was like flack mortar almost. Like, is that a thing?
I'm not sure. Flack mortar.
Like flack. Like there's some sort of shelling term. There's a military term, and I was thinking about the explosions.
Flak, F-L-A-K, yeah, as it breaks out, in the sky, boom, boom, the flak.
Yeah, and that's kind of black,
give someone
isn't it?
flak. But no, flax, I mean, the house that you were born into was actually off Flaxfield Way, okay? So, and we're talking that flax with an X as opposed to a K.
Okay, well, if
they got it right,
if
Edward,
you would have spelt it for me, then I would have known. No, I wouldn't have known.
Well done, Chatters. They're ahead 2-1. Okay.
Did you know that I was once accused in my headset, and this is some behind-the-scenes information for you, when I was doing the Planet Coaster launch live stream. Now, there's 3 years old. Ridiculous. Maybe 4. And we were there, and I kept doing this when we were introducing guests. I kept going. And the man in the headset, and I was just there smiling away like this, and he, by the way, was constantly talking in my headset, going like, okay, next guest up, blah 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 blah, all right, next question, guys, this question, you're getting asked this a lot on the chat, blah 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 blah, and I was just like, just smiling constantly while this stuff is in your ear. He would say, he kept saying after I was doing this, and he said, stop clapping like a wimp. And then afterwards I was like, yes, well done. It was a good bit of guidance. Anyway, sorry, moving on. That was a
Commander Nexus wants to know if we're in the same house.
Yes.
Simple yes.
Yesterday we did the Monday we did a thing where I pretended to go up, and he said I couldn't see me, and I went up into the room and moved things around. It's just still easier to do it this way rather than actually in the same room. So yeah,
it is.
Fortunately, you said I've been banished, and I was about to say a nice thing, but I'm not going to now. Moving on. Next question.
Question number 3. Okay, the score is 2-1 to the Chatters. Question number 3. I'd like to know which 20th century hairstyle shares its name with a small sea fish that people cook and eat.
Which what?
We want a hairstyle that shares its name with a small sea fish, edible sea fish.
An edible sea fish?
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay,
I have their answer.
Let me go through. It's not an anchovy. What would an anchovy look like? Sort of split in the middle. A 20th century hairstyle, did you say?
Well, it was popular. I can say that it was popular sort of in the 1980s, 90s. There are examples of it much earlier in history. But its name...
Is it a perm?
Is it a perm? Have you eaten a perm recently?
I've not eaten any fish recently.
This is true. So you've forgotten the names of fish.
No, I've not forgotten the names of fish. Give me a second. Anchovy, small though. You're saying small. Haddock, cod. The cod. No,
I'm going to give you the Chambers Dictionary definition. Before Chambers Dictionary started editing out, it used to have amusing but accurate entries. Okay.
Yeah, go on.
And it defined this hairstyle as a haircut short at the front, long at the back.
Oh, it's a mullet. It's a mullet.
And
it's
ridiculous
a mullet.
all over.
It's a mullet. Oh, I forgot that a mullet was a fish.
Short at the front, long at the back, and ridiculous all over. Yeah. Sadly, they no longer. Samuel Johnson, one of the first dictionaries. Actually, he did an excellent job of getting his opinions in there as well. And there's some really funny and quite cutting definitions in the original dictionaries.
Can you ask? Maybe we should give me a mullet. Maybe that's what we should do with my hair.
We could start there. Edward, I'm going to give you a half a point on that because we had to coax out a little bit.
No. Ask the chat if they mind first. See if.
It was the chat that gave me the idea. Edelweiss says half point, I think, to that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take a half point.
So 1.5 plays 3 points. It's question number 4. Now, number 4 is a literary excerpt. Okay, I'm going to read you a description, and you have to tell me who is being described in literature. Okay, fun. You ready?
Yeah.
His yellow skin scarcely covered the work of muscles and arteries beneath. His hair was of a lustrous black and flowing. His teeth of a pearly whiteness. But these luxuriances only formed a more horrid contrast with his watery eyes. Who's being described? The yellow skin scarcely covered the work of muscles and arteries beneath. His hair was of a lustrous black and flowing, his teeth of a pearly whiteness. But these luxuriances only formed a more horrid contrast.
I'm still thinking of fish, but I'm still thinking of hair, and I've forgotten. So if it was water,
there was hair in there.
Yeah.
Hair of a lustrous black and flowing. But who's being described?
Skin. One more time, because it was fun.
I have their answer.
Is it a popular
but
character?
I need to write things down because they're coming thick and fast.
A popular character in literature, is it?
Sorry?
A popular character
in literature, yes.
All right.
Yellow skin scarcely covered the work of muscles and arteries beneath. His hair was a lustrous black and flowing, teeth of pearly whiteness. But these luxuriances only formed a more horrid contrast with his watery eyes.
Oh, it sounds
Who's
great.
being described?
I think it's Marge Simpson. I don't know.
No, not lustrously black. Her hair is purple, yes.
Yellow skin. So, there's some sort of... I don't know. SpongeBob SquarePants.
SpongeBob SquarePants. Could you imagine if they started an episode with his yellow skin scarcely covered the work of muscles and arteries beneath?
Yes.
His hair was of a lustrous black and flowing, teeth of a pearly white. Anyway, horrid contrast with those watery eyes. Well, SpongeBob SquarePants. The chat stream went for 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. Bruce Lee, Rasputin, Colin Thingy. I'd like to know who Colin Thingy's surname really is.
Rasputin's a good shout.
It is. The actual reference is to Frankenstein's monster.
Oh, is it really?
It's Frankenstein.
So I've always thought he was green.
Ah, well, you see, too many versions in the 1930s and things like that. That's Mary W. Shelley, 1818, her rendition of Frankenstein's creation.
Well, there you go. It's a great description.
Neither of you got it correct, so we're going to keep the scores at 3 playing 1.5. Yeah, so he had longish hair. You know, it's all cropped at the front in the films, but long flowing black hair.
And the bolts in the side and the kind of suit, the mod suit almost like. And then
you have to have bolts though, you see, to attach the electrodes and.
I love it. I've never read it. Should I read it?
You should read it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's, subtitled Prometheus Unbound, Modern Prometheus. I think it was. She was actually referring an awful lot to revolutionary ideas that had been around like 20, 30 years beforehand, late 18th century. And by the time she got to writing it, things had cooled down a bit. But it was sort of a political thing as well. It wasn't really supposed to be a horror. Yeah.
Very cool.
Anyway, yeah, you might pick it up and think, no, thank you. But worth a go. Okay, the score. It's 3, 1.5. 3, 1.5. 3, 2, 1.5.
3, 2, 1.5. 3, 2, 1.5.
Yeah. 3 plays 1.5, and here we go. It's question number 5. Halfway through today's quiz. Devine played Edna Turnblad in the original 1988 John Waters film, and the role was reprised by John Travolta in 2007. Film and Broadway musical versions as well. What's it called? Remember our topic.
That helped. I've forgotten because I keep thinking it's about fish. I'm stuck on the fish element of things. I
have the answer.
Believe that would be Hairspray.
Hairspray is absolutely correct. It's the original 1988. John Waters films. If you see the others as well, there are some strange ones. But where else can you get songs like "Cooties" and "Good Morning Baltimore"? It is Hairspray. The chatter struggled a little bit on this. They started off with hair, went to shampoo, and finally got around to Hairspray. So you've gained a point back. You're only a half a point behind now.
It's funny. It's easy when you know it, isn't it? You think, I like everyone knows this one, but no, you of course have to know it. All right, carry on.
In fact, have you ever seen the film Pink Flamingos?
Remind me.
Totally atrocious. John Waters, very early on, in most parts, totally distasteful. If you ever get a chance, just make sure you're ready to watch it when you do. Okay.
All right. I will keep that in mind.
Question number 6.
I can't tell if that was a recommendation or not, but I will keep it. I will keep it in mind.
I remember watching it when it first came out. Question number 6. Number 6, true or false? Okay, I'll read out a statement. If you agree with it, write down the entire word true. If you disagree, write down the entire word false.
All of it.
Here's your statement. America's first president, George Washington, wore a white wig to cover his reddish-brown hair. Is that true or false? America's first president, George Washington, wore a white wig to cover his reddish-brown hair.
Now, white wig.
A white wig.
So...
He wasn't from the Isle of Wight, no. I have their answer.
And he wasn't He wasn't wearing a wig of a sort of ghostly wig. That was a bad dad joke. I'm joining in. We're all joining in with the dad jokes today. White wig, yes, true. Because, well, okay, what I'm going to say is, in all of the images I've ever seen of him, it's black and white. So it must be white.
And that part was white.
But cartoons and stuff, they always portray.
He does have white hair. Yes, you're right.
Hair. So
okay.
I'm gonna go, and I know it's gonna be contrary to the popular belief. He didn't actually have white hair, so I'm still gonna go for it. I'm still gonna go against my gut feeling, as you should never do in life. And I'm going to say true, white hair.
You're going to say true.
Wig.
You're going to say true that, he wore a white wig to cover his reddish-brown hair.
Yeah.
And the chat stream have gone with you as well. They should have gone with Osric42, though, because it is false. It's a bit of a trick question, I will admit. He pulled it back into a ponytail, and he powdered it white.
Oh, you sir.
No wig. He just used powder.
You trickster. But yeah, no, it's true. The full statement.
Yes, all of the images you get and all of the famous portraits, he has white hair. But it's a result of powder, not a wig.
Why would you do that? To look more sophisticated and older and smarter?
At the time, it was just done. I don't think he actually cared for his auburn-colored hair, the sort of reddish-brown hair.
Proud. It should have been a proud redhead.
Should have been a proud redhead, yes. And it was the fashion back then to wear those sort of half wigs, the parawigs and things. But he just pulled his back and got rid of the color by using powder.
A rakish rogue. Okay.
3 points to 2.5 points. It's all nicely poised. It's on to question number 7. Number 7, listen very carefully. Bit of a multiple guess. You have to complete the title. Listen carefully. Do what to my hair? According to the title of Willow Smith's debut single in 2010. Do what to my hair? According to the title of Willow Smith's debut single.
Remember, chatters, that it is a... Look at
in
that.
2010.
Look, talking of hair, look at all that hair from that angle. That's wild, isn't it? This is a family live stream, family friendly. Dropped my USB stick. That has been a wonderful little fiddling USB stick that I've been fiddling with. Just dropped it. I found it with my foot. I don't know if you could see that.
The chat stream are keeping quiet. In fact, they're saying nothing and keeping it clean. No idea. We haven't had a guess yet here.
I whip my hair back and front.
Okay, what's your answer?
Whip my hair back and front.
Whip my hair. It is whip. Yes.
Yeah.
They had braid and comb, so you're now a half a point ahead.
Oh, Edelweiss. Edelweiss regrets giving me that half a point now, doesn't he?
Well, yeah, no comeback on that one yet here. But we have time, yes. Whip my hair.
It's not going to last very long. It's not going to last very long.
Question number 8. Number 8, what do Americans call what we here in Britain refer to as a fringe? Chicks and ducks and geese better scurry when I take you out in my surrey. when I take you out in Surrey with a fringe on top? I have their answer.
Bangs?
Bangs is absolutely correct, yes. The fringe is referred to as bangs. I don't know why, but yeah. A fringe is to be on the edge, and I suppose, that's on the edge of your hair. Probably more suitable. Very seldom do you hear a loud noise when you cut your hair with a fringe. But hey, yeah, they got it correct as well. It's now 4 to your 4.5.
This is a hot. You were really trying to lower our average today, weren't you?
Well, doing it. This is it. Well, we've had 2 good runs. I've felt inadequate. Yeah. Okay, we've got question number 9, next to last in today's quiz, and it's a true or false again. Okay, simple. I'll read out a statement. If you agree with it, write down the entire word true. If you disagree, then write down the entire word false. Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go. Several months of lockdown quarantine, and actor Kit Harington has finally shaved his head.
Oh.
No more the long, iconic curly locks.
Is that right?
Is that true or false? Several months of lockdown quarantine, and actor Kit Harington has finally shaved his head.
Thank you for inviting me to do my Jon Snow impression.
No more the long, iconic curly locks.
Khaleesi, should I cut off my hair? During this quarantine, it has grown out of control.
I have the answer.
We must cut off my hair, Khaleesi. It is slowing me down. It is getting greasy and getting trapped in between the mattress. Why? I don't know how. It's very long. I don't know. I don't care. But for the purposes of the quiz, I will guess true.
You're going to guess true. I don't think they cared either. They guessed false.
Right, so here's the deciding moment.
This is a deciding moment, yes. And according to, reliable sources such as BuzzFeed just a few hours ago, it is true. There were pictures. He shaved his head.
Here we go. Oh, the most important news of all. It's all over the news. It's all over the news, ladies and gentlemen. We can't. Oh no! What are we gonna do?
We have one more question. No,
I know.
They can get back close, but you have won one. Yes.
Have I won this?
Your 5th one. Well, it's 5.5 points to 4, and they can catch up to 5 even if you miss. Yeah.
There he is.
That half point that Edelweiss gave you. Yes.
And tell me why I shouldn't shave my head as well, because he looks great. I think he looks better. He look. You know what he looks? He looks 90s Tom Cruise, and I'm into that. There you go. We'll put him there. No, that's not fair.
I don't know. I think it looks like he's just been put into the Ohio State Penitentiary.
What? Yeah. Why is he always so concerned?
Yeah.
That's my question. Let's have a look. Let's have a look and see how it would look. It's good. It's not going to work. No, it will. We're going to make it happen. OBS's cropping tools are not sophisticated enough for this, but I'm going to make this happen. Are you ready? Wait, we need to shrink it down a little. All right, wait.
We're creating what Mary W. Shelley couldn't do in 1818.
There you go. What do you think? It's hard to position it correctly. That's what it would look like.
Yeah.
No?
The yellow skin that barely covered.
Stop. There.
Muscles underneath, yes.
Oh, very moody. Walking me dog. I want to know what the dog was. All right, let's...
Question number 10.
Deleted me! This is bad news. I've accidentally deleted me entirely. Oh,
well, The Invisible Man. That's another, classic.
Oh, no.
That's H.G. Wells, though, yes.
Okay. You can still hear me, though. That's important, right?
Hear you what? Yes.
Oh, no.
Dad jokes. Okay, question number 10. Don't give me your answer. Actually, you're not sort of sneaking around now and looking at the chat stream while you're invisible.
No, I'm not. I genuinely don't know how to bring me back. But
Jack Little says, and you were so close to winning, and then you go and just disappear. Yeah.
Here I am. I'm back.
DC Signal says, we can't finish the quiz now. You're gone. There you are.
That's okay. Don't worry.
There you're for me. Yes. Okay.
I remembered how to do it. And I need to. This is all behind the scenes. This is why you don't fiddle around with Jon Snow. Okay. Back.
Question number 10. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Well, forget the hairs on your head.
I've won, by the way.
You have, yes.
I don't care
Forget the hairs on your head. Beards and hairs on the head grow an average of between 5.5 and 6 inches a year. What I'd like to know is the length of the current Guinness World Record holder for the longest leg hair.
Ooh.
I'll give you some choices. Is it less than 5 inches, between 5 and 10 inches, or over 10 inches in length? The current Guinness World Record holder for the longest leg hair. Less than 5 inches, between 5 and 10, or over 10 inches in length.
Right. I've never shaved my legs. And that's all I wanted to say. I've never shaved my legs. And it hasn't grown longer than 5 inches. So I'm going to say...
I have to answer.
I'm going to say
I'm taking the answers that are in inches because I gave it in inches, so we'll keep it in inches.
I'd say under 5 inches.
You're going to say under 5. Actually, we had a consensus as over 10 for them. And the answer is, of course... 8.84 inches long is right in between. Okay, it's between 5 and 10. So the scores remain the same. Your averages come down slightly. They're nicely high already, but it was a win today by a score of 5.5 to 4.
So I would have won anyway, even if I didn't get the 0.5.
Yes.
That was a very tricky quiz. What happened, everybody? Are you all okay?
Here today. Yeah.
Is everyone okay?
Is everyone okay? Yeah.
What happened?
Osric42 says his average has gone up, yes, and right.
Yeah.
Okay.
My average has gone up, please. Well done, Ed, says Revian. Thank you. We had to let Ed win because we'll trounce him on the computer games round. Good luck with that one. Maybe you will. Depends.
I'm sure they will.
If we did computer games of the late 90s, 2000s, anything earlier than that, yeah, you're right. It would be tricky for me. But well done. Thank you very much. We had to let Ed win. WLN. It's from a normal person, or do they have that weird werewolf syndrome?
It's a normal person, yeah.
No, it isn't.
Well, no, you can look him up. Jason Allen, Tucson, Arizona.
Well, we did.
Okay,
we did that.
And he's got. I actually have a few rogue hairs myself. In general, the body tells hairs on the arms and legs to stop growing after about a half an inch. Okay. Normally half inch is about where you're going to get it. But sometimes they just have a mind of their own.
I can't find any images of this man.
Well, probably in the Guinness Book of Records. Maybe you'd have to go there.
Okay.
We don't want to plug any particular books and things like that, but
no, it makes for uncomfortable Googling. Hi everybody. Hi everyone.
As Stixter42 points out, no one is normal.
Yeah, normal's boring. Absolutely. I'm afraid of normal people. They're scary. Sean Connery's hair weighed 4 pounds in his early days. What? Okay.
He'd also, I think it's a fact. Well, we'll have to look on this one. That he always had a wig on in his James Bond films.
Did he?
Every one.
Really? Every single one of them?
I think so.
That's a James Bond round. That's for the future. Who was the first person to play James Bond on film, though? Asks Jack Little.
Are we going to get tricky here and say it was someone like David Niven in that spoof, or I'm not sure. Yeah.
Go on.
There have been quite a few interesting sort of offshoots of 007. Yeah. Casino Royale. Yeah.
Bob Simmons.
Bob Simmons.
Interesting. I don't know, says Commander Nexus. All right. Hey, everybody, you know what it's time for. And hi, thank you, WNL. Did you enjoy doing the quiz today?
I liked keeping you all a little bit more humble because...
Yeah. And by the way, our 5th quiz I won. And I think I won it fairly.
Yeah.
Even with that 0.5.
Even with that 0.5, yeah. Without the 0.5. It still would have been a 1-point victory.
interesting. So Sean Connery's body double actually plays Bond in the gun barrel sequence in Doctor No. Wow, I did not know that. You did win it fairly, says Alien. Thank you very much. Are we quizzing the quizzes now? Yes, DC did. Yes, thank you. Yes, bring on the quiz questions. No, and that's another time. We'll do a special quiz for that. Should we do another one tomorrow?
I think so. Yeah. Why not?
What are we going to do it on?
I don't know. Up and down, little and large.
Okay.
High and low. I'll come up with something.
All right, sounds interesting. Something. Something. Not necessarily the first Bond on film, but the first Bond on screen. Fake news. Oh, it's a question. But you know what we've got to do? It's time for a new segment that I like to call Let's Look at the Birds in the Garden. And look at this. I've made a whole new setting where we are in the woodland. And you can't see it yet.
Wow.
What do you think?
I like that.
What do you think? All the credit goes to Google and the artists that made these things that I didn't have anything to do with, and I'm probably breaking all sorts of. But I couldn't find their names, and I just grabbed them very quickly. Now this isn't a picture. This is a video. As you can see, my mouse is here. But yeah, we're going to do this at the end very quickly.
That's not a mouse, it's a bird.
And here we go. Here's some highlights. You can hear the noises of nature as well, which is quite nice. We basically look at this guy. It's a robin very close up, I believe. Because I got a new camera. Hello. Hi there. Anyway, go on. But it's only, by the way, this video is less than a minute long. Here's another cute little robin guy. He's done. What I like about these videos is that they all seem to kind of, oh, wait, that one's off camera. See, this is another thing I've got to do, work out is how to, oh, it doesn't matter, it's too late. We're working it. Hey, look, it's all still chaotic. There's a cat. That one makes me feel funny every single time. That little cat guy. See you later, he's gone. He's had enough. They all seem to notice that they're being watched and then disappear off into either the darkness or, just, I'm not sure. But I am, this was another angle that we had. This is all, by the way, I didn't ask you, WNL, if it's okay if I show pictures of your house.
Well, that's okay, yes, fine.
Oh, and here's one. Oh, again, I'm going to pause this. Oh, hi. Because actually, I'm going to have to get a 1920 by 1080p thing. Don't say that's naughty. Don't say that sort of stuff, Jack Little. You know better than that, mate. But yes, those are the fat balls. Let's have a look. Oh no, that was me. I did that. You know what I'm going to do? Not that one. I'm going to get it wrong, aren't I? Yeah. For now, I'm going to just play it like this, so we've got the full screen. And then I'll find another suitable frame tomorrow. But here we go. So this is another angle I tried, and as you can see, there's a little butt bit. It's good. It's just good fun, that one. And then listen. He does a little hop at the end. Just like hop. Anyway, he's done. And then finally, just this little, I don't know what this is. Is this it's quite cute though. Just a little gold-bellied creature. And very inquisitive. And we have lots of different, it's a great tit, apparently. Thank you very much, Osric. But there you go. That's today's nature highlights. It's a work in progress. We'll make it up, and I hope you enjoyed it. And maybe we'll have nothing to show ever. And so I'll probably only bring it up on screen when we've got something to show, rather than just showing off the same things every time. But I think it's quite gentle. I think it's quite a nice little calming. I think it starting to show our collective age as a community of people who watch these live streams, isn't it? Yes, wouldn't it be nice just to watch some videos of some birds for 5 minutes at the end to calm down after all of the excitement? We need a squirrel, exactly. And I want squirrels. I want, can we share DC Signal? Yes, absolutely. Have you got similar videos and stuff? send them in. We'll do a roundup of Birdwatch. Birdwatcher gang, what can go wrong? Yeah, all right. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow, same time again for the quiz at midday. This thing is slowly becoming longer than it should be, and more effort into this is one other thing. There was a station that went off air and they filled the DAB slot with birdsong, and their listening figures actually went up. Of course. I was going to say, this might become like a thing. Like, to be fair, like the numbers don't fall off, and you never know. Is this a thing on Twitch? Like, is this a thing on Twitch? This could become this is our niche. We found it. Oh, I'm joking. But like, we're gonna try and do set it up in some areas. What we've learned, here's some things that we've learned, is that the last one, whereas in the thicket, didn't really get any results. But we need train videos in Norway are huge. Interesting. We need to put some food down or some water down to attract more things, and we just need to get the angle right. But we're working it out. We've tried a few different places, and I think we'll get some interesting and fun results. And we'll continue sharing with you as and when we're available to. And I'll keep working on this. I'll keep working on this setup. As mine. But anyway, thanks everybody. If you want to send over anything at all, you know where to find us. You know where we are. But yes, until then, we'll see you tomorrow at lunchtime. Have a good day. And that's it. Bye-bye. Thanks, Bye. Jack Little, again for the ending screen. See you.